Alright, today is a video by request asking about best ways to jump into bodyweight training for the beginner. Right off the bat, I always have this trouble with people like, oh, I'm just this lowly little beginner, I don't really know what I'm doing. Believe it or not, you know a heck of a lot more than you think you do, and we'll get into that. But as long as you've been moving your body through space to some degree throughout your life, you've already got some strength, you've already got some skills. And Taigoki and bodyweight training is simply just a matter of building upon what you already have. You're not starting out from zero. Far from it, as a matter of fact. First step that we want to do, though, is get some sort of a way to log or record what we're doing. This is why I created the Scoreboard Progression Log video series at Red Delta Project and Taigoki.com. Because with experience comes kind of a feel for what you can do. I've been doing this for many years, so I can jump down and start banging out pull-ups, and I can kind of get an idea for maybe I should do more, maybe I should do less, that sort of thing, like a cook. You know, they're not measuring out sugar, they just kind of pour it in, they're like, yeah, a little more, good, because they've got the experience. But unless you have that, you need some sort of well, everybody needs a log, but especially when you're starting out, you need some sort of a record or a log to track what you're doing and how you're doing it. Second, you need some sort of a thing that you're working towards. You need some sort of a goal. It doesn't have to be too terribly specific. Do you want to get stronger or do you want to have endurance? You know, do you want to be better at doing handstands or push-ups? Have at least some vague direction that you want to head into, because you're not going anywhere unless you have a direction you want to go towards. It's like dropping you in the middle of a strange city and saying, just walk around. That's the same thing as saying, just go to the gym and work out. Who knows where you're going to end up? Maybe someplace you want, maybe someplace you don't, but if you have a goal, at least you can shoot for it, and you'll get there a heck of a lot faster. Number 3, basics, 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 basics. Focus on the basics and never stop focusing on the basics. The most boring exercises you'll ever come across are the ones that are going to get you the furthest. When I started training back in 1980, I started doing push-ups. You know what I'm doing these days? Push-ups. What I'm going to do 20 years from now? Push-ups. We don't get great, awesome results because of some strange exotic techniques or programming or anything. We get the greatest results, and I've seen this without exception in any athletic field, okay? Your best results are going to come from mastering the basics. The person who is the master at pull-ups will have biceps like crazy, pulling strength you don't want to mess with, and a back that's shaped like this just because of doing pull-ups. And when, of course, people ask him, well, what are you doing? Pull-ups. People are like, nah, you're not doing pull-ups. Yeah, he's doing pull-ups a hell of a lot better than anybody else. I've seen it before. You master the basics, you will have the best body in the world. Trust me on this one. So everybody knows the basics, right? Push-ups, pull-ups, squats, lunges, bridges, crunches, sit-ups, and not the crunches. They're a low-grade exercise. But the stuff you already know, do it and progress it. And that's the last lesson, is progression, progression, progression. Take those basics and go like crazy. Now, I have no idea where you're at. I don't know if you can do pull-ups. I don't know if you can do push-ups on the floor, or if you need to do them at an incline, or if you need to lean back and do the recline pull-ups, or if you can do squats with body weight or whatever. I have no idea. So if you were to ask me, so what kind of program would you recommend? I said, oh, 3 sets of 10 push-ups every day. I'm literally just pulling it right out of my butt and going like, I have no idea. I'm just guessing. So the thing is, you know more about you than I do. Where are you strong? Can you do pull-ups? I don't know. You say, no, I can't do pull-ups, but I could probably like lean back on a door frame and pull myself up, or on gymnastics rings. You know that about yourself. That makes you more qualified to start building your own program than me. That's why I created this. Build your own program, because I don't know anything about you. I don't know where you're strong, where you're weak, what your goals are, what kind of time you have, what kind of resources you have. Are you at a gym? Do you have gymnastics rings? What do you have? I don't know. Therefore, I am unqualified to give you a program. But you know all that, so you're far more qualified to do that. Last thing on progression, frequency, intensity, and technique. Don't forget about those things. When we're starting off in a bodyweight program, I recommend focusing here. Technical progression. How can you do the technique better rather than just adding lots more of repetitions and lots more of intensity. The better your technique will become, the stronger you will get, but the less time you'll have to invest and less effort and all of those great things. And again, we go into that more at taigoki.com. So fill out the scoreboard, get the scoreboard at taigoki.com or reddeltaproject.com, figure out what you want, and stick to the basics and keep progressing them like crazy. I know it's kind of vague, but like I said, I have no authority to tell you what you should and should not do, because I don't know you. I don't know your life, I don't know your body, and I don't know your goals. But you do, so you're the best expert for figuring that stuff out. Let me know your thoughts down below. Till then, be fit, live free.